In the silence of the midnight, when my heart is full of fear, I hear a voice that whispers, "Child, I'm always near." Mountains move before him, oceans part with just a word. Every promise he has spoken, every prayer he's always heard. What God cannot do doesn't exist. His power is endless, His love persists. From the depths of despair to the heights of the skies, there's nothing too hard for His grace to arise. What God cannot do, what He cannot do, doesn't exist. In the valley of the shadow, where the light seems far away, He turns mourning into dancing, brings the dawn to darkest day. With His hand He calms the tempest, with His breath He gives us life. In His arms we find our refuge, in His strength we end our strife. What God cannot do doesn't exist. His power is endless, His love persists. From the depths of despair to the heights of the sky, there's nothing too hard for His grace to arise. What God cannot do, what He cannot do, doesn't exist. He speaks, and worlds are formed from nothing. Just one touch, He turns the impossibles impossible. In His presence we are more than enough. What God cannot do doesn't exist. His power is endless, His love persists. From the depths of despair to the heights of the sky, there's nothing too hard for His grace to arise. What God cannot do, what He cannot do, doesn't exist. So I'll stand on every promise, and I'll trust His perfect plan. For I know His ways are higher, held securely in His hand. What God cannot do doesn't exist. It's a truth we can't deny. In His mind we find our victory. In His love we will rely. He speaks, and worlds are formed.